Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the next starting five, they've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Boss is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Holmgren in at the center position. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. The rejection by Claxton. Pass to Boss. Holmgren in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dort. They get it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Maury, he's guarded by Williams. Down low, here's Sensabaugh, and he banks in the lane.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Nets passing it around. Giddey, no good. Thunder coming to this one after the win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Sensabaugh. Giddey the pass to Claxton. Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sensabaugh's got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Giddey with it. Now defended by Boss. Rejected by Boss. Holmgren up top. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Giddey. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Boss.
You can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
To the paint. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
It's Anderson with the drive. Claxton the pass to Anderson. And that one, good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Number 1, the Thunder.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Here's Anderson. Chalk up 2 there. Anderson's got 6. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Boss. Outside, Dort. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
Anderson outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Claxton a screen on Dort. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already sets the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Anderson against Holmgren. Anderson in the post, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see it, Mr. Williams.
Nets trail by 3, and Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day 1, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from 3-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Here's Boss. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the wing right side. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Dort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And at this stage of the season, Doris, it is safe to say we know who the true contenders are, right?
Kevin, I would say yes for the most part. But we have seen play-in teams from either side of the bracket make a deep run. And I don't want to rule anything out. We tip it up for a reason.
For the Thunder, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Cason Wallace in for Boss. Spencer's checked in, and it's Boss in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Nets making a change here. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Williams is out there with Grant. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Boss, and it's Wallace in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Boss, in that last matchup against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He scored 53 points and made an impact on the glass with 7 rebounds. Incredible effort on his part. To see it tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Offline with the baseline jumper.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Whitehead. Trains the three-pointer. Whitehead's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Boss.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The three from Thomas. Rebound by Williams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's it.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Caruso against Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's the floater. That's good. That evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
That one misses. Nets leading by 3. Now here's Giddey. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Knicks in New York.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Alex Caruso. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here we can check out the story for Josh Giddey.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good with the layup. They're trailing by 3. Williams passes to Boss. Right on the bucket. Boss has got 9 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thomas got 14 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Boss. Good, and Preet gets the assist. And that's 15 points for Boss.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Outside Thomas. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 17.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the middle. Here's Boss. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside.
No.
He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Grant. Williams has a screen for Wallace.
So what?
Misses the three.
He
I said next door took my food.
He was. He just couldn't convert it.
Next door took my food. DoorDash gave him next door my food.
And here is
I look outside, they got
He's
it.
a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
Earlier, I went to sleep. They refund my money though, but they took my food.
Thunder trailing by 6. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I did. They sent it to the wrong one.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
They sent it to them next door. They got the whole picture right there. They got it. We ain't got no rub. This they rub. They said it right there. When I looked outside, they got it. They gotta have it. That's why I don't want to go over there and ask that lady, can't she run her camera and let me see who at that door that came and got that at that door. They had to open the door to get the box. I ain't even eat yet. Because I was so fucking mad that they took my food.
Here's Wallace. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for the Thunder. Alex Caruso comes in for Cason Wallace.
It said 11 something, but I took the picture of it. Hold on. Nah, y'all was asleep because I was trying to wait on it because I was hungry. There was no food, no nothing. So I was like, you know what? I got a couple of dollars on my lab card. I gonna give me some food. Shit.
.136 left in the second quarter. Pass to Claxton. Giddey against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, that's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Count that bucket. Dort's got 5 now.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Giddey. 5 points in the game. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Sends the ball, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the wing on the left. And here's Anderson for three. He can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Boss gets the bucket.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show?
Taking a look here at the Thunder, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Nets.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Thank you for being with us. Now
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Here's Sensabaugh. And Holmgren pulls it down. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Claxton. Here's Giddey. And the 3 off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Giddey. And the Nets miss again.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, They'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Boss gets the bucket.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. If you mention the best players in the NBA doors, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. Take a look at Boss, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
You know, that is the key with him. With that offensive versatility that he has, he can play the role of floor general, distribute the basketball, keep the offense flowing. But when he needs to break down a defense all on his own, he's a powerful scorer.
4 on the clock. Here's Giddey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
Let's remember, Josh Giddey's 6'8". He can get inside and draw this kind of contact.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Giddey with the bounce pass. Claxton against Grant. Inside, here's Anderson. Pass to Giddey. Nets passing it around. Maury. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Outside, Dort. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A moment here to see the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
To the inside. Boss, no good. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Sensabaugh. Claxton a screen on Dort. Sensabaugh no good.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Giddey off target from outside.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey. For Oklahoma City, they have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Johnson comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Anderson. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 9 from deep. Thomas, that's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
Thomas against Wallace. Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant is becoming adept at how to finish the alley-oop. Devastates the defense with a terrific look.
Pass to Thomas. That's tipped and taken away by Wallace. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ahead. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Thomas passes to Claxton. Johnson with it. Pass to Sensabaugh. Clock at 4. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. Outside. Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Boss in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by 4. To the middle. Here's Boss. It's hauled in by Thomas. And here's Thomas who brings it up for Brooklyn. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Whitehead. Johnson outside. Now here's Thomas. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the paint, stolen. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. Thunder lead by 4. And for 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Jeremy Grant is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Boss. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Grant the pass to Boss. Brooklyn with the rebound. Thomas got his 4th rebound in this one. 16 feet away. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Thomas got 24.
Boy, that is so tough, folks. Cam Thomas, how dangerous is he pulling up into that jump shot?
Boss, and the layup falls. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Johnson. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Out to Wallace. Launches it. Drills the 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now Now here's Thomas, defended by Boss. Johnson from outside. Thunder with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he comes up with the deuce. Boss has got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Clowney. It's Thomas, high post. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Grant outside. Ball is with the screen on Johnson. No good from Grant.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
They double-team Johnson, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession, and Brooklyn making a change here. Higgins is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Bank shot, no good. The Thunder leading by 8. Down low. Here's Boss, and the layup's good off the glass. Boss has got 33 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And the Nets miss again.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And Anderson slams it in.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Anderson outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Boss, no good. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. And the rejection by Boss. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Some gas, MP. Get in there.
And the Nets with possession here. Down by 12. Pass to Giddey. Here's Sensabaugh. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 5 to shoot. Releases. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, you love the play call by Josh Giddey. Calls the screen to him. Simple pick and roll action. He understands what to do with the ball.
To the middle. Here's Boss. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Nets trail by 12. Giddey with it. The tray. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's Boss. Rebounded by the Nets. On the wing, Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Sensabaugh. No good from outside.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Here's Sensabaugh. Takes the three. Cans it from downtown.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Holmgren the pass to Boss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. That's off as well, so he misses both. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Giddey. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Another one goes. Incredible.
He's now in a tie for 4th most games in NBA history with 40 or more.
He is creating a legacy that will be remembered for a long time to come.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
And both free throws good for Giddey. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Boss. Giddey defending. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Boss. Shot clock at 6. Nice defense from Giddey. And Holmgren pulls it down. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And Giddey gets it to go. .26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Boss, no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 8-point game. Here's Boss. Giddey defending. Boss, no good. Holmgren with the steal. Gets it to fall. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
You earned that one.
My kids were at high school last weekend. Oh, yeah?
Solid picture. Scary.